What's up, guys? Brian Fierce here today, and we got the whole family over there. I don't know if I can show you, but didn't see it, but some good raccoons over there. Yeah, so hopefully don't get sprayed, but hopefully we won't have another encounter with the little baby skunk. But yeah, the cat just ran. Anyways, we're gonna talk about in this video the 5 steps to decrease the probability of being diagnosed with liver failure or high cholesterol. So the first step to this is that you're going to want to actually avoid poultry because it's salted. It ruins the beneficial factor of meat when you actually have the nutrients, when you just have. So you want to isolate that. You want to get protein just by itself without the salt, because that's going to corrupt the natural cholesterol that your liver naturally makes in the process. And so you just want to go and get good protein, steak, chicken, the lines of that. You don't want to get the salted because that is really bad. No nutrients. And protein, like chicken, it doesn't have no salt in this, and you don't want to get the salted kind. Like if you get grilled chicken, don't care, fried chicken, whichever one, saturated fats, whatever non-degenerative nutrient it's covered in, you don't want to get that. You want to get the one that specifically has the amount of protein, doesn't have the sodium or anything with it. You literally just want the protein, and that's the major thing in the first step. You literally just want the protein, and you don't want the salt or anything else being added to it. You don't want any additives. The second step to decreasing the probability of getting diagnosed with liver failure is to actually check what you're eating. So let's say you get a thing of ramen noodles, you get a thing of meat. Now our first instinct is, this goes on with the first step, our first instinct is that, yeah, people say it has a lot of protein in it. What they say, it's gonna fly by us, and what they say is correct by all means. And when we're actually eating it, it's not correct by any means, and we're actually getting the really, really bad effects. We're not getting good effects because this thing is not meant for good effects. So if you check on like a ramen noodle label, whatever food that has a high amount of sodium content. Shit, the fuck, skunk's coming at me. Okay, yeah. So you check that if you check a ramen noodle thing, and you want to make sure that the sodium is not over 300 to 400, and if it's over 300 to 400, again, you want to take that out. You just want to stop eating that specific food with the high content of sodium that you're getting in. It's going to overall affect your cholesterol. It's going to give you cholesterol spikes. You're going to be more prone to bad liver function, and you're going to be having more of a chance towards getting LDL, either known as low density lipoprotein, which is high cholesterol, HDL, high density lipoprotein, which is low cholesterol. And I know it might confuse you about how L, that stands for bad, and the H stands for good, but just remove that out of your thought. And the third step to decrease the probability of getting liver failure. Now the third step, so as we went through poultry, we went through what you're seeing. And the third step is frozen foods. Now, a lot of frozen foods, they have a lot of sodium working along with carbohydrates. And this is the major thing that I'm getting to the full 7 minute, but I'm not there yet. Anyways, sodium. There's a lot of sodium in many products that we get. Like if you get banquet dinners, you get mashed potatoes, you get anything that's processed when it's frozen, you get a thing of fake Chinese food. You get a thing of pie. If you look at, those pies that you get, you put there's the cheese, there's the ham in it, there's the vegetables. You get that. So the vegetable pies, you want to start avoiding that because there's a lot of sodium in it, and of course there's a lot of taste. There's a lot of what you want because it has so much sodium in it. It's making your body really just defenseless. So your body can't do anything, which your mouth is taking over. The next step is to avoid amount of high carbohydrates and sodium because these two daily pairs of non-degenerative nutrients, these are ultimately going to get you in the end because, of course, when you have a correct amount of carbohydrates, you're going to be diagnosed with low blood sugar, and from that corrupted amount of carbohydrates that you're getting and that your body not wanting you to get because you have a set of how many carbohydrates you're supposed to get based on your body type and based on what you do, how active you are, and what you take in, how your basal metabolic rate is, and your muscle tone and vascularity, all through the lines of that. But as I was talking about that, and this is going to decrease the chance of getting high blood sugar, which causes constantly eating sugar, carbohydrates over and over again. It's going to decrease the probability of getting type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes too, so type 1, type 2, and pre-diabetes. Going to get that out. It's going to like staring at me. Anyways, back to the matter of fact. So, as you're getting these two things really deadly because they're in the fields of saturated fats and the polyunsaturated fats, they're in that field because they go with them. They're the ones that kill you. They bring you down. They don't give you any energy. They don't fuel you. They don't increase testosterone. They don't increase energy. They don't increase your basal metabolic rate, and they don't decrease the chances of you actually getting diagnosed with diseases like illnesses like diabetes and bad liver function, liver failure. And as you're throwing that out, of course, your cholesterol, as you're not taking in those foods that have a high amount of cholesterol and high amount of carbohydrates, you're going to be less open to getting diabetes and being diagnosed with bad liver function and ultimately liver failure. And then as we went through the fourth step, so the fifth step to this video, which I'm mainly doing this video because I did the diabetes one, the 5 steps, and the fifth step to decrease the probability of being diagnosed with bad liver function. Now, this is to stop adding stuff in, and what do I mean by this? Stop adding sodium products in, like if you add things like ketchup, you add sauces, that's a lot of sodium, and that is really bad for your cholesterol. It's not natural cholesterol. It's being added to your cholesterol. It's an additive to your cholesterol. It's going to increase the probability of being diagnosed with LDL, low density liver protein, otherwise known as bad cholesterol. And you're going to want to avoid this. You're going to want to avoid getting high cholesterol. You're going to want to avoid getting LDL because as I explained through all of this, what I'm talking about right now, you want to avoid poultry, you want to avoid all that, and additives. I think that's the worst one because when all of us, we add a lot of salt to things that make the thing not healthy anymore. We make it so it suits us, but it doesn't suit our body. It doesn't suit the nourishment part that our muscles need, our muscle fibers, the bones need, the nourishment that we need. tissue, and therefore to strengthen muscle, to grow the muscle and hypertrophy, to gain in that and develop constantly over again, as we're constantly being active and more active throughout intensity training or any type of training, and basically eating healthy, eating the correct amount of macronutrients. You're not eating trash, you're eating what your body wants, eating what your body craves, what the muscles need, the nourishment that they need to overall expand, and the ability that all of these muscles have. They can work along with each other like a family. They can be reunited, and you can ultimately become a stronger, more put together individual by that, with everything, your muscles being nourished, so they are going to benefit more. You're not going to have as much work as they do, because the misconception is that we do more work than our muscles. Muscles are constantly breaking down food, like catabolic and anabolically breaking down stuff. So anabolic is, of course, when you gain in a lot of more complex muscle fibers, and catabolic breakdowns is when you're breaking down foods, usually nutrient dense, through gastrointestinal tract to the colon, that you're actually getting that energy out and that feel to your body. And guys, I just wanted to make this video